funniness behind it.
Okay, I seriously am ready. Tristal is... I am embodying Tristal now.
Okay.
Okay.
Our
I'm making myself lambian.
Our last
Wait.
session.
There we go. Now
Oh,
we-
nice.
That was good.
Our last session ended with the capture of a trio of treasure hunters who had attempted to steal an ornate compass from the Hall of History. Each of you managed to convince or intimidate one of them into surrendering. The city guards have been summoned, Gobi the stone golem, Ainz, and yourselves currently making sure that your captives stay put until the law gets here. I think last week I heard someone mention questioning Sanders or his followers, so do any of you have an interrogation in mind before they're handed over to the guards?
Oh, I think it will be helpful. We were to launch a relay station of some
Well-
sorts.
Gobi?
Okay. Unthraki is. Oh. Did Unthraki get. No, she didn't get really hurt. She would be watching over what's his face that she yelled at before.
It's
The
Bella.
the guy with the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be probably watching over him, and I can ask, thinking about questions later because I'm currently cooking ramen. So that's what Unthraki is doing. So while she's questioning him, other people can be like.
Okay.
I don't want to be someone that's like leading up the interrogation because canonically my character is good at interrogating, but Debbie, the person playing Tristal, is not. So
You don't have to
I think I would
interrogate
wait.
them if you don't want to.
I have questions,
Okay.
but I think it'd be best if oh my gosh, what's his name? The guy at the front desk, the dwarf with
Ainz, who is
Yeah.
going to hand Ekton back towards Rin, saying, I appreciate you giving me this for a minute, but I think it's already trying to get me into trouble. Wanted me to run out there and start fighting, and I'm a scholar, so I think it would be... He's calling me names now. If you wouldn't mind taking it back.
I'll take him back. Do I get an earful?
Just a very long sigh.
Oh,
So close. To witness battle and have no participation is even worse.
I mean, it's at a point.
I mean, he has a sword.
Oh, ouch. I'm gonna make a note of that pun.
oh, jeez. Thus starts Ekton's revenge story.
And this is his villain origin story.
I guess.
EBEG is
How many
X.
guards are there?
They're not here yet.
Oh.
Taking a peek out the front door, you don't see anyone approaching yet, but it has started to rain pretty strongly in the few minutes that you've been returned to the Hall of History.
I'd like to look through Sanders' bags and personal belongings. And
Okay.
just search the people. I'd like to if we have them. Yeah. Do a search basically.
Alright, you can make an investigation check.
I shall do so with my good dice. Oh, wow. I love these metal dice so much. That is a 18 plus 3.
Okay. Let's see. You find the weapon that he used to hit you, the little nasty-looking short sword. You find we'll say 4 more of those smoke bombs that he had. He's got his armor on him. He's got a coin pouch. He's got a jar of acid, and not much else.
A jar of acid, like a vial of acid, like
Yeah,
what I have.
a bottle. Yeah. I don't know why I said jar.
I mean,
It's okay, DM, we get it.
Any hidden seams in his clothing or stuff? I'm looking for my vial of blood, which I don't know if he would keep on him in person, but I'm just making sure he
Oh,
didn't have something like that on him in
this-
person.
This is not the guy who collected your blood. That was a dwarf. And Sanders is a gnome,
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
so he does not have that.
Okay, I just searched him, knowing that he's a gnome, and knowing that he's not the person who took my blood.
Okay. He did have hidden compartments, one of which you found the coin purse in.
Okay.
I will pocket that in calculator.
Can I move on to the druid?
Make a sleight of
Well-
hand check if you're pocketing that coin purse, please.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay.
Okay.
No one
Plus
noticed.
9.
And what was the other thing that was said?
Just wanted to look at the druid stuff.
Okay.
Like, search the druid as well. Like, go methodically and search them as much
Okay.
as I can.
The druid looks pretty darn beat up. She's still kind of glaring at you as you're going through her stuff. She has a lot more on her than Sanders did. She has her odd crystal-tipped staff. She's got various notes scrawled in various different languages. Do you speak Orc or read Orc?
No.
What about Gnomish?
No.
Okay. There are small maps with a whole bunch of markings, a lot of crossed out locations. She's got, let's see, no acid or potions. Trying to find her. There she is. She's got a couple pieces.
And the staff is... Sorry, the staff is made of crystal or crystal
No,
tipped?
it's kind of ashy gray wood with kind of thorny vines wrapping around the top, which curl around this pinkish maroonish crystal set at the head.
Okay.
She's got 2 pieces of mage stone in her bags.
Ooh.
And she's also wearing what looks like a platinum ring on her finger.
Any symbol on
you
the
said-
ring?
Just very small scroll work. Nothing as far as words or runes. Just minor decoration.
Yo.
Would,
With her stuff, I'm just like, as I find it, I'm just placing it on the floor in front of her. I'm not bothering to really hide that stuff. I'm just letting it all be seen by everyone else.
Okay.
I'm assuming I would be able to see it then.
Yeah, you see all this get laid out.
I mean, I'm just doing like a pat down, basically, make sure they don't have
Yeah.
any other weapons or magical items that they can use to
Okay.
make damp out or something like that.
She did have just a small, wooden club about that long, but that's the
Mhm.
only other weapon that you find.
A baton.
More or less.
Unthraki can, decipher all languages with some kind of spell, can't she? Or am I thinking of something different?
No,
She
you're
may-
thinking of.
Like a
I have
wizard.
comprehend languages. I have
Yeah.
comprehend languages.
How many spells can you cast in a day? Or before you need a short
I
rest?
don't know.
Doesn't
I
that spell also
don't.
take a while to do? It takes an hour or something like that?
That's a ritual.
Level 6 warlock.
Or maybe
spell
10, yeah.
slots. There should be a... Oh, here we go. Spell slots at 6th level. Okay, so only 2, and I believe you've used both of them. Because you Misty Step. Okay, so that's not an option at the moment.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
havoc in case of later.
Bellic is going to pipe up as you're rifling through Duna's stuff. Honestly, I don't feel like I've done anything wrong here. Duna's the one who brought a fire elemental into a museum. I was just trying to save her from the pale fellow there, and your blasted golem was getting in the way.
Bellic is the one that Unthraki persuaded.
Yeah, he's a human man with very immaculately styled blonde hair and shiny plate armor.
One of those.
Unthraki's gonna like bend
he's
down,
got neatly
like kind of
trimmed
crouch down.
facial hair.
Is he sitting down, tied up, or is he standing?
They're all sitting down. None of them are tied up. They're just all being watched over by you and Ainz and Gobi.
Unthraki is gonna like crouch down. He's like making like as she lists off things, she's gonna like be putting fingers out or like checking off things. Like, okay, easily persuaded, wealthy, dresses nice, fighter. Yeah, I can see why they picked you. What's your name?
Don't forget good hair, Unthraki.
Ouch.
Thank you. Someone notices. So I take it I'm free to. Okay, never mind. Big stone hands.
Hold tight. What do I find on his person?
He's got his plate armor. He's got his sword. He's got a health potion, just a basic health potion.
I'm assuming this is a broadsword.
It's a longsword.
Oh, a longsword.
Yeah. He also has a coin purse at his belt, and let's see.
Same as Dome. I'm just putting everything in front that I find.
Okay.
Actually, I'll like pull out the health potion, go to like put it on the floor, pause, look up and down, and be like, "Nah, you need this," and just put it back and like tuck it in.
Into your stuff?
No. Put it back where I found it, basically.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
I appreciate you giving me my stuff back. What on earth is happening? Is this standard procedure? I mean, I get that we're being arrested, but are we being robbed?
You guys tried to rob a museum.
Like I said, I was trying to save her. They were doing something with a fire elemental. Can't say what. Not exactly clued in on the plan here, apparently. Thanks a lot, guys.
Can I roll insight to see if it's true?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, starting off good. 19 total.
Okay. You're actually on the fence whether you believe him or not. It's either he's telling the truth and being earnest about it, or he's decent enough at acting that you can't quite be sure.
That's suspicious. He's too charismatic.
I think we're all suspicious of charismatic people. You're kind and excited, or happy about something, or don't care. You're evil. Anything else on his person?
No, that's it for him.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I'll just...
Ainz is gonna step forward. You lot care to explain yourselves, even at all? Not a word? Gobi, take a look around, make sure they didn't take anything. The golem's going to start marching around the museum and inspecting all the displays.
Wait, didn't I give Ainz the compass thingy?
Oh, you did?
That dangerous-
I did
I
not
thought I
recall
did. I had pulled it out of his bag or whatever, and I had it in my hand.
that. Okay, I thought you still held on to it. If that's the case, he's not going to send Gobi.
Yeah, I offered it to him like as the session ended last week.
Okay. Thank you. Oh. Looking for something, then. And, why would you be taking this? And Sanders is finally going to pipe up. Well, you see, my poor old granny's gone missing. She hasn't got much sense left, you see. And he gets
Jeez.
no further as Gobi just slowly puts a big rock hand over his mouth.
Would it be over his entire head?
Basically. It's more just muffling him, because if he does that, there's a risk of suffocating him. This is...
Okay.
He's going to turn to the three of you. This is something called Minarta's Pointer, made by an elven mage of the same name shortly before the Havoc. Based on the Crow's Compass, but far less effective. It can give a reading toward anything you're looking for, but only once a day and briefly. And it is museum...
They must really want to find the grandmother.
I have a feeling he's not being entirely honest about that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna.
I apologize. I'm terrible at sarcasm, so...
I'm gonna.
I'll
I'm gonna
pipe.
go.
No,
One
no,
of you
go ahead.
pipe up.
Well, if this is a conversation bit, then Trista will go for sure, because Mike
Okay.
can go after.
Okay. I'll kind of like sheepishly raise my hand a little bit and be like, I have met some of these people before. They're treasure hunters, and they're looking for the mountain that should not be sought.
I don't know what you mean by that. Never heard it.
Really hard to find. I'm looking to my notes, trying to find the name of the sword again.
Arkrender?
Thank you. I'm looking for Arkrender.
Well, I suppose this would be a strategy. Can't say it was a smart move. And at that time, the doors swing open as about 10 local guards march in and start...
What's their colors?
They are wearing... There is the black and yellow of Wynoria's military, but just as sort of a small breast patch, while the rest of their attire is almost completely silver.
Okay.
And they start hauling away the prisoners after a explanation of what happened.
I'm gonna jostle, or like, kind of like rub elbows with one of them.
One of the
Watch out
guards?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Watch out for the fancy one. I don't trust him.
Noted.
On their way out, are there any like glances or looks between the three of them at all? Like any sort of like just suspicious looks or something?
Make an either a perception or insight check if you want to
I'm-
judge based on like looking specifically at them or their overall demeanor or body language.
I'm trying to determine if any of this at all could have been more of a diversion than before.
Gotcha. That would probably be more of an insight check.
Okay. That's not good. That's a 9 plus 5. So,
14?
15,
They don't seem to be... You get the feeling this is not really a diversion just because the fire elemental seemed to be their plan of a diversion. They don't really seem all that concerned about getting locked up, though. They cooperate more than you expect them to with their reputation.
I mean, they are pretty beat up.
True.
Okay.
Still.
Did the rain stop? Uzox, why do you do this? Get that weather back in here.
No, Uzox was part of the plan all along. They're leaving,
Could be.
so Uzox is leaving too. That means he's in on the plan.
Oh gosh.
If you don't mind, I'll be putting this back where it belongs. Heinz starts heading back to place the compass in its display.
Oh wait, Eins, what did you say that thing did again?
Shows you a brief reading towards what you're looking for, anything you're looking for, just for about a minute or so, once a day. It's not the best way to find anything, but I can
What
see why
would
treasure
be
hunters.
What would be the best way to find something? You said it's not the best way. Is there a better way?
Well, if you can manage to find the crow's compass, this is just a cheap knockoff. The crow's compass can give you a permanent, constantly point you in the direction that you want to go, rather than just briefly, you walk for a minute, wait till the next day, walk for a minute. It would just be constant. But that
Have you-
relic is about as... You'd be as lucky to find that as you would Arkrender itself, most likely.
Rin's gonna kind
Mhm.
of step up to Ainz. Do you mind if I test that? Real quick?
We're not usually supposed to... Make a persuasion check, please.
We did some of the rest too.
I'm gonna add, if they came here...
Can
knowing
Unthraki help?
How are you helping?
Just like,
Smiling
oh yeah,
really widely.
If they came here knowing
like-
what they wanted, there's a chance they could have... Well, a low one, but could have recreated something. It's best to make sure it's operational.
Oh. That is a valid point. Yeah, I'll let Unthraki help. Just kind of chiming in the background. So
Alright.
roll it with advantage.
It's a good thing I had advantage, because the first one was a 7, the second one was an 18, which with plus persuasion is 18 plus 6.
I'll let you do it. But you gotta tell me what you're looking for. And he'll hold it up to you.
Loaded question.
Does Avatar ring a bell?
Haven't heard much about it. Oh. Yeah. I haven't heard much lately, but yeah, I recall Avatha. My condolences. Was that your home?
It was.
I'll keep an eye out for any more of your people. I haven't seen any since seeing you, but there's always a chance.
I'll nod, and how does it... Do I have to, speak it? Is it just, a mental thing?
It should be... Well, actually, I'm a little rusty. Let me look. And he's going to head up to the plaque that the compass was displayed over and find out for you. And it is more of a mental thing than... You don't have to speak anything out loud to activate it.
Okay, I gotta think of Because if I think of survivors of Abatha, it could just point towards.
That's
If
true.
I think of other survivors and none are alive, it won't point anywhere, and then the chest is worthless.
So you gotta think of a good way to do it.
Point it towards somewhere I could learn more about what happened.
Okay. So you're searching for just somewhere you could learn more about what happened to Avatha?
Yeah, because then it could point towards Avatha, it could point towards somewhere else, but it would have to point somewhere, and we could tell if it's operational or not.
Okay. It's going to point... It was just lazily spinning, but as that thought locks into your head as your decision, it does point pretty strongly southwest.
Well, it works. I'll hand it back.
Alright. If... Hopefully, since we're all acquainted, you, me, and Master Avatan, I could try and put in a word to let you borrow it. I know I told the fellow down there that you don't just borrow things from the museum, it's not a library, but he is the head of the Hall of History. It's basically his project, so if he's alright with it, then we're all alright with it.
Well, I mean, we have the box. We could always just borrow it for a moment every so often.
That's an excellent plan. I'll put it to him next time I see him.
Ren.
If you don't mind me, I'm gonna clean the soot off the floor. He's going to head over to just a small closet and start getting cleaning supplies to try and clean up where the fire elementals scorched the floor.
Does Gobi help clean up?
Gobi at this time returns to his corner by the by Avatan's office on the bottom floor and just kind of curls up and then dissipates into the floor itself.
I'm gonna go check on my siblings.
Okay. Heading upstairs, you head up to the second floor and then you heading towards the third floor where Avatan's living quarters and your siblings are staying. You find instead of a door where there is now a solid stone wall.
Whoa. I'll put a hand against it.
It feels like a solid stone wall.
Insight check.
Sasha?
You don't hear anything.
Okay.
But then
I will...
from downstairs you hear, oh, I forgot, and hear that little bell that Ain's rung again, and a few moments later, the stone just slides into the walls on either side of the now revealed doorway, and you can proceed into Avatan's living spaces. You find him standing outside the door where your siblings are staying in a guest area, looking slightly more relieved now that the signal of all clear has been sounded.
That's so cool.
Disturbance downstairs?
Sorry, what did he say?
Some disturbance downstairs. I heard a
Oh, I
good deal of noise.
I heard other servants downstairs.
No, no servants here.
Um, yeah, there was a attempted burglary, but it was stopped.
All right. So,
Everything's all right up here.
yes, you're sure it was simply a burglary, nothing to do with your previously discussed situation and your family?
Oh, not my family. But it does have to do with our render.
Already?
It's a band of treasure hunters that I came across a while back, and they are more dedicated than other bands. They attempted to steal that compass. That, I don't know what it's particularly called, but the one that models
I think I
the.
know which one you're referring to. If they're willing to burglarize a museum to get what they want, I certainly hope you find it first, as they don't seem like the people we want wielding such a weapon.
Yeah, we all got that impression too. Guards took them away, so it's all safe down there. Maybe we should go talk with the rest of my friends, but I do have a couple more questions.
Let's hear them.
Okay, well, if you don't mind,
Now or talk questions with your friends? I'm a little...
with my friends
Ah.
at some point, maybe.
Downstairs we go, and he follows you to Ren and Unthraki.
I'll just peek over and like try to see. Do I see my siblings in the other room or anything? Or...
The door does open, and all three of them are in there. Micah and Miria are hugging the cat, which is looking a little squished, but they're all fine.
I'll just do a little finger and be like, "Love you guys."
Love you too. Kill dragons.
Oh no.
Because that went so well the first.
Not dragons.
Okay, I'll reconvene with Abatan downstairs.
Alright. Everyone's back downstairs.
So, Abatan, this compass, Ein said it mimics the crow's compass, but also said that it's as equally hard to find as Arcrender. Do you have anything else about where that might be, too?
Unfortunately, no. As it is a water artifact, it may not even be on Aronia. The Watchers have their own realm apart from this world, so it may have been taken there.
Why is it called the crow's compass?
Its original owner was the Watcher Crow. They have odd names.
I'm guessing this is Project Special
It is.
Operator Pro. Oh, okay, cool.
It smells so cool. Oh, references to old logs make.
Yay,
Make-
references to lore
what's
we
my name?
all
What's my
understand and know and appreciate.
Hey, I was just about to say I need to go back and read logs
Ah.
because I don't know, but that's fine.
It's fine.
Makes me more in character. That was basically the other question that I had.
Alright. If you don't already have lodging to stay the night, you can stay either with me here or Ainz has a comfortable home in the city. He and I talked briefly while you were out, and we're both more than happy to accommodate you during your stay in Zelf.
I, for one, would definitely like to stay with my siblings.
Easily done. Don't worry about space. It's I'm honestly rather proud of it. I can make extra rooms if need be, so...
Bigger on the inside.
Somewhat. So what are you doing? What are people doing?
Are we
Guys, I
going
think we need to come up with a
downstairs
game plan.
Probably.
There's a lot of paths that go in different directions, and
I want whatever path benefits me the most.
Oh,
Because I'm a
Well,
very
Go
humble
me!
person.
2 of the
I
paths
want that too.
go southwest.
Where's my map?
I can...
Is the jungle thingy down the southwest?
Yeah.
The Tanglewood, yes.
Oh, right, yeah. Because then Esther's, the dragon lord, is pulled north.
Oh wait, we can teleport there. We haven't done that yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, funny enough, Mideruk is like dead southwest from Zelf.
It's also
Everything is southwest right now. Just varying distances.
Then I for one say that we should just go. Hold on. Tristal.
Crystal mode activated. Friends gone. Family important.
Betrayed. Hates all aspects.
Magic bad.
Magic
Crossbow
bad.
good.
Tigers many. Okay. Ugh. Pulls out map and consults map. I don't know how to do this character. Guys, we should go southwest.
we should make use of the teleporter first and see what we can do about that egg.
Have you guys
Unthraki
been
is
in
going
the
to be
teleporter?
very excited at that.
Have either of you two been in a teleporter? I heard it does weird things to your stomach.
I would recommend not
Nope.
using it directly after eating, but other than that, you should be fine.
And how long does it take for us to get there with that?
Well,
Like,
that's the thing.
finger
It's
snap?
a teleporter, so yes, it's instantaneous.
Oh, and you're gonna say
well-
Crystal. She's a little queasy.
Of course, there's getting clearance to go, which may take maybe an hour at most. Long distance instantaneous travel, they tend to put a tight lid on it in some cases. So
Unthraki was going to raise her hand. She's like, how do we know the teleporters are safe? Like, do we know who built them? Or, like,
well, I would like to think this one is safe because I assisted with its construction, but I am fallible.
oh,
As far as
I
others-
didn't mean.
It's absolutely fine. You are concerned for all the right reasons. As far as the security of other teleporters around the world, there is always the small risk of being deposited somewhere not quite your destination, but it is a very rare occurrence, and you would be entitled to an complete refund if that were to happen to you. So that's sort of a plus, I suppose. Although money shouldn't be much of a concern for you at the moment.
DM question: is there an updated map somewhere in Dungeons and Dragons?
There's maps of both Wynoria and Brunduk, but I haven't given you guys the Brunduk map yet. As far as the Wynoria one, I should be able to... That's the menu. I should be able to stream that somewhat. Ba-ba-ba. Go live.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
So you have a more detailed version of the Warnoria map, but I'm saving the Brunduk one until you actually get to Brunduk. So right now you are in south, Tanglewood is southwest, and very far southwest is where you would be teleporting to. Skipping an entire country to get there.
Jeez Louise. Oh.
You're still streaming, Leo. We might see something.
Oh! Look away! Oh!
Looking away.
Thank you, Jake.
I saw planned NPC dialogue and was like, oh.
Oh, what? I closed the planned NPC dialogue page. I'm so bad at this. Okay, so is that the plan then? Heading to the teleportation circle?
Might as well
Ah,
go eat.
Well, maybe we should. If we're not going to come back here right away, unless the plan is to come back here after
Let's
Mideruk,
try that.
maybe we should get some rations and gear for hotter weather than we've been in before. Unthraki, Rin.
I'm finding what I have.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
He gestures to his plate mail. It's not like I can really trade this out much.
I mean, you could loosen it, but
That'd be a foolish idea. Someone could slip a knife in.
what? Sorry. Let's go shopping.
All right. So what kind of supplies are you looking for? I heard rations and clothes.
I'm looking for cat food. Where's my list? I wrote down a list.
Cat? That's your sibling's responsibility now.
As your older sibling, I provide. Okay. I need crossbow bolts. I want more acid vials. Want to peek in a magic shop. And cat food, yeah.
Okay.
Like pet supply type of things.
Right.
And
For every acid vial you want, I'm gonna say that's 2 gold each.
Okay.
For crossbow bolts, hold on. Once again,
2 gold per
dealing
acid
with-
vial?
What?
2 gold per acid vial?
It's not all that common.
I know the cost of it in the player's handbook is 25 gold pieces, so I love the discount.
Oh. I don't see why it would be that
Mine,
much, but-
Yeah, D&D's economy is kind of busted in
Huh.
general.
I know.
Okay. Basic crossbow bolts. How many are you wanting to get?
Well, I have my magical one.
Uh-huh.
I
Are you looking
have.
for basic or enchanted crossbow
I
bolts or
am.
something?
I am looking. I am looking for basic. I'd like to get 4 more to finish out my full quiver.
Okay.
Um,
I mean,
and if there's a spot that possibly I could maybe like enchant a couple of them to do something.
4 crossbow bolts, I'm gonna say, is like 1 silver.
Okay,
Those
you want me
should
to be
pretty
deducting
cheap.
this?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then there
Four
is
silver.
a magic shop in Zelth. If
Oh, I
I can
forgot.
find... here we go. That would be Delver's Delights.
That's not the one we went into with Arthur, right?
No, you've never been here. That was the cursed item trader.
Oh, cursed items.
No, the face of this building is festooned with lanterns and colorful each lantern with multiple colorful glass panes, and the same can be said for the windows. The stonework painted with seemingly random splashes of blue and swirls of red and gold. The door is painted a shade of lime green that doesn't fit with any of the other colors. Entering, the colors don't get any less chaotic. There are chairs and cushions in a dozen different styles and a myriad of colors, and the floor is covered in a thick indigo blue carpet. It's very gaudy and not exactly nice. It looks like a clashing mess. But there are displays for all sorts of items. Glass pedestals, stone pedestals, wooden crates festooned with candles, but the items on displays are just pictures of things. Pictures of armor, weapons, jewelry, scrolls, all rendered with skill, but pictures all the same. There's a heavy smell of flowers mixing with pungent incense throughout the building. The windows cast their hues on the walls and carpet, and it's just a tad nauseating when the colors are mixing that horribly. As you enter, a tiefling woman with burnt orange skin, yellow eyes, black hair, and horns adorned with delicate gold chains steps forward to greet you, hands outstretched and displaying a collection of rings on her fingers. She's wearing a luxurious flowing gown that trails a good 3 feet on the floor behind her, colored a shade
Wow.
of yellow that fits neither with her skin nor the carpet. Welcome, good travelers, to my most humble of spaces. I'm sure you'll find exactly what you're looking for here. She displays a smile that never reaches her eyes quite.
I'll
Unthraki's
stop
going to
and-
cover her mouth, turn aside, and kind of like quietly when she steps into the shop.
Alright.
I'll stop by Unthraki and be like, I didn't know you had a sister.
She elbows her in the ribs.
I dodge it.
Uncannily.
I counter strike with hellish rebuke.
Oh my goodness.
Just all
Rin
out.
ignores them and looks at the merchandise.
What kind of merchandise are you looking at in particular?
Is there anything that like
There's
goes good with like armor?
well, there's miscellaneous stuff. There's apparel and there's weaponry.
Look at apparel.
Okay, apparel. There is a circlet, silver, studded with emeralds, that is listed as the circlet of the hidden mind to protect your very thoughts and brain from psychic attacks. There is some leather armor, similar to Tristle's, but just a different style.
I'm not wearing leather armor.
You're not?
I think I am.
No.
You have your...
Yeah, I think.
Oh no, never mind. I do have. It is
Okay.
leather. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right. DM is right.
There
DM's always
is,
right.
and this armor says it allows you to turn invisible, and it'll allow you to see in the dark better. There is a breastplate made of what looks like wood, a set of very odd-looking, like, kind of mechanical, but also kind of magic-looking gloves, and a pair of aphelium bracers, which would give defense against magic, but also impede casting ability somewhat. And the use of magical items, just due to their proximity to most items, are handheld.
What's up with the mechanical ones?
I actually have to get a picture on my phone because I did not save this one to my computer for some reason. So of course it's the one that you're looking at.
I mean-
Like my entire goal is to make it as miserable as possible when I go shopping.
Please tell me I have that.
All he has to do
somewhere.
is just blow the bear whistle, and then it's a perfect mess.
It might do the shop some favors.
I may not.
I
have
understood that.
those here.
Oh.
I mean, they should be, so I not, but I don't see them. So perhaps those are already marked as sold.
No, they're mechanical and they're mechanicalness.
I'm very sorry. I don't know why I don't have that. Give me just a moment to make sure. I absolutely don't. I may have just not put it in the right folder. Those are not the
Boing,
right
boing,
gloves.
boing, boing.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
Well, I
Good
may be
sleep
able to look
tonight.
it up actually.
Yippee!
If I can look at. Okay. Because I wrote down the name. Okay. I did find him.
Yeah.
It says you can use these to form a bond with a shield or a weapon, and you can do that with up to 3 items. While holding weapons, you have advantage on saving throws against being disarmed, and you can call back items that you've bound to these gloves, so you can throw them and retrieve them. Your axe already does that,
Yeah.
but this could be used for shields or other items that you kind of bond to the gloves.
Ooh.
They're Captain
like-
America gloves.
Yeah, they're silvery, right?
They are actually, well, there's silveriness to the palms of them, and
Okay.
a bit on the knuckles, just kind of running down the fingers. The rest looks like fine leather, and there is a triangular red prism or gemstone set directly in the palm.
So we've got red, we've got a little bit of silver, and it looks good. It matches enough. What is the price on it, though?
20 platinum.
How much did we get?
The party fund.
Oh yeah.
You've got 155 just platinum.
I'll see if anyone else wants to buy something, but that's definitely on the list.
Okay. Some other things they have. There's something you've seen before, Rin. A rope that obeys single word commands, which you saw Benric Avatan using 70 years ago. A pair of dwarvish glasses that translate writing you can see into dwarvish. That does not require attunement. A jar of collecting. A simple glass jar with a string of gold beans wrapped around it. You place an item in and it will vacuum up similar items until full. Does not require attunement. A magic detecting bead. Just a vibrantly green glass bead that when you shatter it, either with a throw or just crush it, it casts detect magic centered on the point of shattering. After 10 minutes, the fragments reform into the bead. Does not require attunement, but can only be used once a day. And there are also weapons. There's a heavy two-handed iron club. There's a gilded scimitar with a large sapphire in the pommel. There's an ice-encrusted dagger. And a worn, rusted, and pitted crossbow. It looks like a very badly damaged crossbow.
Are we all seeing this, or is this what?
Yeah, this is
Reading.
just all out on display, so any of you can see any of these.
As we are going along, how thick is the carpet?
Thick enough that you can really feel it if you scuff your feet. It's probably about 1.5 inches tall.
Whew. Okay, as I go along, I'd like to be just like aware and kind of feeling around with my toes if there's anything in the carpet of interest.
Okay, you can make a investigation check, I suppose.
Like coins or rings or bits of food or
The
I don't know.
DM was not expecting that.
I cast toes.
That what
Ew.
check again? Sorry.
Investigation.
Okay, that is a 14.
You find 3 copper pieces.
Found a penny, booyah!
Yay,
Finding a penny
toes!
on the ground.
Not just one
With
penny,
your
but
feet.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Come on.
The first few items that you listed, can you list them again?
There was a circlet that grants protection against psychic attacks and protects your thoughts. There's a set of leather armor that can turn you invisible and help you see in the dark better. There's a wooden breastplate, dark wooden breastplate, which I would need to look on here, which I actually did save because I saw it. Says, while you're wearing this, you're hidden from divination magic. Can't be targeted by such magic like scry. And also, you can use your reaction whenever you're the target of a spell or other magical effect to gain advantage on all saving throws against spells and other magical effects until the end of your next turn. This would be something that requires attunement, though.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And breastplates
That's
are medium
the-
armor. As well as the gloves that Rin is looking at, and the aphelium bracers.
Yeah, as a primary user of Eldritch Blast, the Aphelium bracers do not look that
Yeah, probably
nice
not.
to me.
Especially if the gloves that you've got kind of would be right next to them, and probably rendered obsolete or rendered unusable.
Moot.
So anybody interested in buying anything?
I mean, Tristel doesn't use magic.
She's attuned to 3 magic things.
Tristel doesn't
Oh,
use
that's
magic.
I have to have
This is
some
the
sort
thing.
of edge.
You're attuned to more than I am.
What?
Yeah.
My rapier, my armor, and my bolt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's kept me alive so far.
True.
I'm just looking around. I'll ask the tiefling woman her name.
I'm Kalismi Ureli. And you?
Esme.
Ah.
What's your name again? I'm sorry. What?
Kalismi.
Cool.
Yes.
What
Unthraki's
happened to
going
this
to
crossbow?
go.
The crossbow. That is Abradak. It's quite a interesting one. Hitting an enemy with this has a chance of making them more susceptible to being hit over and over again. Whether it seems to impede their ability to evade attacks.
Interesting. And it was named.
I named
'Cause-
it. You can rename it if you don't like it, I suppose.
She's sweet. All right. How did it get so damaged?
Well, that's the thing. Normally, in this condition, you would expect it wouldn't work at all, but it seems to work just fine, and we haven't been able to really determine any origin point as far as who enchanted it. It's very odd.
Can I investigate to see if it's the aspect of ruin might be related in some way?
That, I suppose, would be either Insight or Arcana.
My Arcana sucks.
Hmm.
So I'll go with the Insight. Man, that was almost very bad, but that is a 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, yeah. Your previous readings on aspects, you have come across mention of weapons that have been directly interacted with by aspects that have gained some of their properties. So there's a very good chance this crossbow has been touched or affected by the aspect of ruin.
I won't mention that because it might drive the price up, but I'll make note.
Okay. For the sake of stats, it's a +2 to damage rolls. Bolts fired from this weapon reduce the target's AC by 1. Depending on the target, the effect may be permanent or last for an hour.
Anything about it affecting the user?
Nope, nothing listed.
Nothing listed. Oh shoot.
And its price is 35 platinum.
I'm gonna leave it be.
Okay.
This circlet looks interesting.
What is it you got there, Unthraki?
It's called the Circlet of the Hidden Mind.
Interesting picture.
There's a silver. It's a silver circlet studded with small emeralds all around. Unthraki, please make
But
a
it's
wisdom
an
saving
actual
throw.
thing, or is it a? Oh my goodness.
Wait, yeah. She was the last one to do one of those after the book thing. Wait a minute.
Did you hear me, Esther?
My Wi-Fi blipped.
Oh.
I didn't hear anything.
Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Don't look so pleased, Liam.
Hadn't gotten my dice out.
Oh.
Do you want me to roll?
Huh?
Do you want me to roll?
No, I'm good, thanks. 13 plus 4.
Okay. Rin, standing somewhat close, you don't see anything, but with that kind of extra sense that you have, for just a split second, there was just some small sphere-shaped thing that just flickered and is immediately gone. It was about just a couple feet above and behind Unthraki, just here gone. Just like something tried to pop in but failed.
Is this about the circlet or?
I can't tell you that.
No, I blipped. All I
Oh.
heard was that I asked about the circlet and then nothing, and then you guys I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. I'm
Okay.
like, what the heck?
No, it's the Circlet of the Hidden Mind. It's a silver circlet studded with emeralds. It grants protection against psychic attacks as well as spells along the lines of detect thoughts and scrying and etc. and whatnot. So it makes your mind hard
Emeralds
to
won't look
locate or
good.
read. Or damage.
See, emeralds won't go well with my skin tone.
Alright.
Oh,
No, that's something that Kalizmi would say or something. But
what is
no,
it?
she actually would
know
say
about
that it
color?
goes beautifully.
Yeah, she's actually gonna say, I
Exactly.
think the color
Exactly.
suits you.
What is the price on that
how much?
circlet?
Yeah.
44 platinum.
What is the price?
Ugh.
Magic stuff's expensive.
I'm gonna kind of poke Tristal and whisper, did you see anything? Like watching Unthraki?
What?
So there was some kind of sphere by Unthraki when she picked up that I'm assuming it's a piece of paper.
Uh,
Is it?
It just
I mean, my perception is always pretty high because I'm trying my best to constantly be on the lookout. But that's up to the DM to allow that or not.
you did not see anything.
Yeah.
Jake
What?
Rin
He's
did not
fine.
physically see anything either. He just kind of sensed it with that extra
Yeah.
sort of sense that he has.
I'll just be like, no. I'm getting a headache from the smell. No.
I feel like we should get this.
The circlet?
Unthraki is very, like, studying it. Like, And she's gonna actually reach out with her mind and try and contact her patron and ask if the circlet would impede him being able to contact her.
That did not go through at all.
No, I'm sorry, not a chance. I'm made of thoughts. That is pathetic. No, that won't be a problem.
She's gonna like huff like, okay, fine. I didn't.
It was funny.
Forgot that
I'm
you're
sorry.
Oh yeah, whatever. She's gonna like make a shooing motion with her hand and like knock into the case and like
Crystal's gonna be
hold her
She's
hand.
gonna be like, Crystal lean into Ren and be like, oh, like that? I saw that.
No, not like that.
Unthlaki's gonna like point at the circlet like, this. She's gonna look like a child to Rin and Tristal. Just like, this one? Can I get this one? She's gonna like kind of. Is it behind glass?
It's a picture.
It's a picture. She's gonna tap
Yeah,
the picture.
all of the
like,
items are just
this.
pictures.
You have an equal share in the party fund if you want that. Seems reasonable.
Yes. She's gonna pick up the piece of paper like, Miss Kalizmi
Yes.
Woogle Baggle.
What?
She's not.
She's gonna like hide her face behind the paper and look at Tristal and Rin and make like a sticking out her tongue and like winking face. And then like lower the paper.
Am I to you want to buy this? Yes?
Just treating her like a child.
She's going to stand up very tall and like, yes, I would like to purchase this, please.
Alright. That would be 44 platinum then.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Unthraki want okay, stick 44 platinum. Okay, may I see who's in charge of the purchases?
That would be myself.
Like staring her down.
I own
like
the
staring
establishment.
straight at her. Oh, I can see that. She looks her up and down. You look very refined. And gonna go to Rin for the party fund.
Okay, so 44 out of that. 111 platinum. Alright. She calls just over her shoulder, Bennett, the circlet, please. And after a few moments, a plump halfling fellow with a simple blue vest and black trousers hurries out with the circlet on a very fine red velvet pillow, and just you see him kind of brace himself and sigh and present it all regally, kneeling down while she picks it up and passes it to you.
She's gonna take it with one hand and like hold it, like swing it down to her side. Thank you.
Yes.
And she's gonna
Wonderful.
look to Bennett. She's like, "Thank you very much, Mr. Bennett."
Thank. And wanders off into the back of the shop again. Will there be
Gonna turn
any
back to
other
towards me.
purchases?
Did we
I
go
hope
over
not.
everything?
Did you what?
What did you say?
Did we go over everything? Or was there still like the knick-knack stuff?
Went over the
Big
knickknacks.
Mac.
There was the command rope, the
Yeah.
the potion is labeled to increase your strength dramatically for an hour, and it's 30 platinum.
I feel like I know what that's based on. I don't think we need that right now.
Okay. And then there were the glasses that make you read everything as dwarvish, jar of collecting, and the magic detecting bead.
Wait, what did jar collecting do?
You place an item in the vacuum, and it will vacuum up similar items until full.
How much is that?
35 gold. It does not require attunement.
Oh,
It's more of a wondrous item.
I
Yeah.
will buy that.
Okay.
I'll use party
Awesome.
fund money.
Okay. I'll go
Place the cat in the jar.
35.
we can use it to vacuum up coins off the streets.
You literally
Think about
could
this.
put one of your
Just
copper
go-
pieces that you just found in that, and then rummage around the carpet and see if you can vacuum up any more.
It's exactly what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. Doing that.
I'll do it subtly. I'll roll a sleight of hand to do it subtly.
Okay. Oh.
Hold on a second.
Well, it's already paying off because, kind of by the shop counter and around the corners, as you just kind of meander and do this subtle pass throughout the whole store, you find 11 more copper pieces.
It's an 18 plus 9. That's why I tried to calculate it real quick. I can't do math in my head fast.
Ah.
So, 11 copper pieces.
It's almost paid itself off already.
Oh, no way!
The gloves were 20 platinum, right?
Yes.
Do they take attunement?
Let me double check. I was foolish and closed the thing in Majig. They do.
Oh, I don't know if that's worth it. Because I've got the axe, or I can already do that. Yeah, I'll pass them up.
Okay.
I'd like to lean over the counter and just ask Kalizme, how do you pronounce her name again?
Kalizmi.
Kalizmi.
Kalizme. Are you able to enchant items, infuse them with some sort of maybe elemental power?
I can. It's an overnight process, so anything you want to be enchanted will have to be left here overnight. What sort of items were you thinking of, and what sort of enchantment did you have in mind?
I have 8 crossbow bolts that I'd like to have infused with some sort of fire or acid type damage.
Alright. Easily enough done. All 8 of them, you say?
Yes, 4 of fire, 4 of acid. And
Very good.
is it
And
is
she
it
starts
because you
taking
have a
down
lot of
notes.
back orders that you
No,
have to
no,
do overnight, or is it the process?
Well, a bit of both. The process itself, to do safely and guarantee that it works, the more time spent, the more chance of success. And of course, I need to allow for the chance of failure, not that it happens. So, overnight is typically safest as far as getting your item back as requested. For 8, let me see. Let me do a calculator real quick, because I have the price for exactly that, but buying it outright and not providing the crossbow bolts. Okay, that would be 12 silver.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. That can't be right. Oh. I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Okay, that's 2. Okay, because it's 2 gold to buy one outright, but I'm subtracting. Okay, so it's 15 silver times 8. Okay, so it would be 120 silver or 12 gold.
I'll just do 4 then, not 8.
Okay, so 6 gold. And were you
Or
wanting 2
2.
of each? 2 acid, 2 fire?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let me make a note of that. 2 acid bolts, 2 fire bolts, ready for pickup on the 26th.
Is there mage stone for sale?
There is not.
Right. Oh well.
Okay.
Shopping concluded, question mark?
Pet supplies?
Alright.
I want to talk to Dragon Guy.
Me too, we got 40 minutes. Alright. Are people heading to the teleportation circle then?
Oh, I was gonna ask. I forget what happened. I wanted to. I guess technically I can just do it when I come back, but I want to ask at some point Ines about where to get mithril.
Ah, okay. Yeah. At some point you can maybe write a letter and put it in the sending box that you have.
Oh, that's perfect. I
Okay.
will do that at some point. Anyway, yeah, I'm ready.
Alright. Everyone good with that?
Yeah, I drop off pet supplies and gather up my stuff and
Oh,
offload
yeah.
extra things.
We'll say another 3 silver for pet supplies. That should last them plenty of time.
Okay, just bear with me just 1 minute. I'm calculating up things. I was trying to add stuff to homebrew, but I have to do it.
Okay.
How much silver for the bolts again?
I believe it was 6 gold or 60 silver.
6 gold. And 6 gold. And then the cat food was how much?
30 copper
Or
or
whatever.
3 silver.
3. Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, stepping back out into the pouring rain for a quick walk over to the teleportation circle. It is a bit of a process after all to get clearance. There's more regulations and procedures they have to follow for out-of-country travel than in-country travel, and it is more expensive. It's for international, it's 40 gold per person, 30 gold per animal. So
Is it
Cash
a
mark?
one-way or two-way trip?
it's a one-way trip.
Oh man,
160, is that right?
So it would
that's
be
one way.
12 platinum just to
No.
cross one way.
Is
Total.
it worth it?
Oh yeah, we got 111 platinum. Yeah.
You
It's
tell
You
the
could,
me.
dragon
you
egg.
could do it about 5 round trips before you're out of platinum.
It's the dragon egg. It's worth any price.
The stupid dragon egg.
You're a stupid dragon egg.
This is Crystal talking, not Debbie.
Are you okay
You're a
if I
stupid dragon
subtract the
egg.
money from the party fund?
Yes, yes.
go ahead.
99
Just-
platinum left. Oh no, what will we do?
90
We can only buy a
I'm
small
jumping
house.
on the bed.
Alright.
Only a small one. No.
Yeah. after your criminal history is looked into and cleared, and your reason for travel is ascertained, do you explain that you're going to try and get a dragon egg awakened?
No.
Okay.
Why
I'm sure
not?
that Avitan has like some sort of like. We're trying to be subtle and not
Okay.
let everybody know what all our paths are, like where we're going. But Avitan must have some sort of like, I speak for them moment.
He does not accompany you to the teleportation circle, unfortunately. But
Letter of recommendation.
no,
Rin
he just like doesn't care at all.
is going to be very
I was gonna
bewildered
say.
that we are not explaining that we are going to potentially awaken a dragon egg, considering this is a pretty like serious thing. But he's not going to say anything. He's just going to look at you very confused.
You are ushered into a circular chamber with a large platinum disc set in the floor, covered in all manner of runes and symbols and large number of gemstones. There is a brief wait, and then a countdown as a wizard or operator begins performing the teleportation ritual. Gonna roll a percentile die here to just on the off chance that it misses.
Oh boy.
What is the name of the place we're going to again? How do you spell it?
Mideruk, Mideruk, the capital of the country of Brunduk.
Cool, thanks.
Nope, it's fine. Okay.
Cool.
There is a blinding flash of light. Each of you please make a Constitution saving throw. It's not a high DC.
17.
You're good?
14.
13 plus 2.
Alright, no one even feels queasy at all. You
Okay. Whew.
I still scrape my eyes shut before, like, as the countdown approaches. I'm just like,
you are suddenly in very bright sunlight as this other teleportation circle that you've just landed on is out in the open, in very hot sun. There is a massive gleaming metal palace in full view right ahead. Looks to be very gilded, very fancy, very expensive. Around you, the city has entirely changed. It's a lot less tall and more crowded, and there are copper pipes pretty much everywhere. There's a great number of people milling about. You're in kind of a glass dome around this teleportation circle. There are guards, but they give you a brief glance, see there's only 3 of you and that you're not making hostile actions, and they don't intrude at all. It's safe to say the king is likely in the palace, if that's where you'd like to head. I had some actual ambience here somewhere. Ah, that's the one.
Rin's gonna.
Curiosity.
Oh. What?
Oh.
What? Go.
Out of curiosity, how many Eldritch Blasts do you think it would take for us to become enemies of Mideruk?
1.
Okay.
1 poorly placed one, maybe.
maybe even just a bad look.
Okay, so Tristel's definitely going to be under arrest.
Alright.
What?
Officer, it's this one here. She changes on top of rooftops. Think of the children.
So,
Rin
Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Just
Rin.
so you guys are all aware,
Go-
because of my... Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, Rin.
Rin is going to look over to Tristal. You've talked to kings or something before, right? How did we get there?
She's gonna look at you two, like... What, me? Oh,
Wait,
just
do we
'cause
know
I'm one
she
of
was
King
First Strike?
Songbirds.
We know that, right?
What? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
I mean... I was never able to approach him on my own terms. But... we must have to go seek an audience. We can't just burst in there.
Why not?
Yeah, Unthraki, why not? Huh? No, it's just kidding.
I should become a beacon
Running through the
right
halls.
where
I have a dragon here.
Alright.
Did Abatan send us with any information about who besides the king? Like, I thought I remember him saying the king that would be welcoming to us. But did he give any names about people we could look to help with this?
No, he did not.
Oh boy.
Well, shucks.
But, I assume heading up to the palace is your place to start?
Might as
Yeah.
well try.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. That's
well,
yeah.
well-
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. As we approach, I'll look for someone official looking and, in the most flowery language, be like, "We seek an audience with the king on urgent business. Please accept our request."
Why, it would be my utmost pleasure to escort you personally. How do you have such a firm grasp on our way of speaking without having spent time here? It is remarkable. Follow me, please.
He just turns
seriously
around and
couldn't believe
ignores
you.
us.
I couldn't believe for like half a
He
second
falls
and was like,
dead
no.
on the spot. No,
He's ends up being like we're talking to a drunk man.
No, yeah, the homeless guy on the side of the
Follow me,
street.
please. Goes and trips over a rock and just face plants and stuff.
Oh, great heavens!
Show this the garbage can. Here is the throne.
How distressing.
anyway.
Anyway,
You head to the palace. You explain to the first official you see that you're seeking an audience with the king, and surprisingly
I
enough...
don't mention Dragon Egg.
Alright, easily enough.
Why?
You are ushered inside, and the interior is surprisingly sparse, with little in the way of gaudy decoration that was visible from the outside. It seems to focus more on functionality and simple comfort. You're led to a waiting room. There are, as you pass through the halls, there are archways with copper piping kind of lining it, and it sprays out cool misting water as you're going under.
Oh.
Is there a
You're
taste to the water?
A slight metallic taste. It's not quite for drinking. But you're led to a waiting room, and there's another misting station in there for comfort. There's green plants and comfortable chairs, and eventually an aide arrives. His Majesty would like to know whether you would be more comfortable if he took on a humanoid form for your audience.
I'm gonna nudge Unthraki.
Yeah, I just look at Unthraki.
she's gonna be looking between them like, the.
Crystal pipe up. Yes, sure.
Very good. Please wait here for a moment.
Unthlaki's gonna be stuttering, and then when Tristal answers, she's just gonna glare at her. Like, I could have done that.
She'll look over and just give a shrug, like, go ahead.
Please wait here for a moment. I will return to escort you shortly. And he does so. You're led into...
I almost had the accent.
Well, I accidentally slipped into that again. You're led into this space where A large square frame of gleaming brass is situated in the center of a absolutely gigantic room. The frame is filled with soft golden sand, and a glossy black chair rests upon the sand. Seated in this chair is a man with darkly tanned skin, beautiful golden eyes, and robes the color of polished brass. His head is bald, and he has a short black beard braided with golden bands. And I forgot to loop the music, but we're not out in the streets anymore, so that's okay.
I think Uzok's died.
Oh.
Oh, it's back. Never mind.
His complexion is flawless, aside from a pair of scars, one on the left brow and cheek, the other carved above his right ear. And one other blemish is there to be seen. His pinky finger on one hand has just a bit of blue paint or dye smeared on it.
It is highly unusual for me to receive a request for an audience from Wynorians, even more so from those in no position of government or authority. I must say I am most intrigued. Tell me what brings you to Mideruk.
I'll step forward real quickly and be like, "Thank you for granting us this audience. My companions and I have traveled far and have heard great things about you, and we think that you can be of assistance to our friend here, Unthraki." And I'll just gesture towards her and gesture her up to talk.
She's gonna kind of step forward and put her hands behind her back to keep away, to not show that she's like fiddling with her fingers in nervousness.
I'll give her like a very subtle like thumbs up, like, "You got this."
Well, I'm not exactly sure how to talk to royalty and that.
As any person.
Honestly, she's gonna kind of look towards Rin. We really should have probably told people our intentions beforehand. Like, we're not here to. Rin, can you the bag, please? I don't know any other way to do this.
First,
So,
not polite to just open a bag.
I.
Rin will cross her arms, just be kind of like off.
She's like a highly unusual. I have obtained a dragon egg that is apparent.
He starts speaking a language
no.
you don't understand. Just none of you speak Draconic, do you?
I know. Listen.
Thankfully, no.
Okay. But he rubs his temple for a second and just
Let us see it.
Rin will open the bag and extract it delicately.
Unthlaki's gonna like kind of pick it up and
Is
hold
there
it.
anyone else in the room with us?
There are a couple of. They don't look like guards. They're just more like scribes, writing down what's transpiring.
She's gonna kind of hold it. Like, do I approach further? I've already tried to identify it, but apparently it's it's first of its kind, and I don't.
Brow will lower a bit at that.
Intriguing.
Did you take it out of the bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. I'm holding it in my arms.
Okay.
To my eyes, it appears to be simply a copper dragon egg. You are certain it is not?
Yeah, I've
It was
been
giving
to
on
many.
people dreams.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. I don't. No.
That is not
What?
unheard of, but points towards this little one being kept dormant for longer than what is usual.
Unthraki's gonna go. We went to many sources, and like I have an identifying glass that I used it on, but many sources, even in aspect, told me that it was going to be the first of its kind. That there's no dragon like this one. I found it in an old, it's old. Was it a temple or a dungeon? Damn.
It was more of, it was kind of halfway both. It felt more like
Yeah.
a temple at the end.
Mm-hmm. So like, it was encased in stone. My patron asked me to break open the stone, and this came out.
Hmm. And you have brought it to me for the sake of my identification, or is this
And
some
Unthraki is
sort
gonna
of
like
gift?
kinda.
Oh,
Unthlaki's like kind of standing very awkwardly, and is kind of silent for a long 3 seconds, where she's like, you know, maybe this wasn't a good idea. I'm like out of the corner of her mouth, like, I don't know what to do.
What?
She's gonna step back because she's even I'm feeling really flustered right now because
Crystal will pipe up
realized
when she
that
sees Anthraki's hesitancy and be like, she wants you to wake it up for her.
I am not
ah,
gonna say it like that. No.
well, I certainly could. To think I was this small
But if
once. You know, a dragon egg is nearly invulnerable to harm until it's been awakened. To do this, you would need to either. Well, the wisest thing, I would think, would be for me to watch over it. But I have my hands very full at the moment with Sahish. If you are going to listen in, you may as well introduce yourself and be respectable. And he is looking past you at a corner hallway. You see a very much. The last dragon head you saw is a lot larger than the one you see now. You see a small, maybe about horse height. No, more like a large dog. There is a copper dragon head leaning out the doorway with a circlet of flowers in kind of a crown on its head, who immediately ducks back, but then after another brief string of words from Oglarak, steps forward into view. I have a picture, actually, of Sahish. One second.
Upon seeing the dragon head, Unthlaki's eyes are gonna kind of light up. She's like turn a little bit towards that, and then remember that she's in the presence of literally the Dragon King, and like kind of.
Jeez Louise.
Oh. See? Okay, I'm no longer flustered. This is what I'm working for.
I'd like to do an insight check on Grok.
Okay. What are you trying to ascertain?
If he's telling the truth when he says what the wisest thing to do with the egg would be.
Okay. Go ahead and roll insight.
That is 16 plus 5, so 21.
Okay. It definitely seems like his opinion, and he is stating it, well, it seems like he's being very honest in his opinion there. Sahish moves to sit beside him, actually looking about the same size, even though if he was in dragon form, he would be quite a bit larger than her. But before anyone else can speak, this small dragon fixes you each with a sudden glare. Why can you never starve in the desert?
Is this a joke?
Riddle.
Why can you never stop in the desert?
I do
Uh.
Rin is kind of like on seeing the dragon. He will have a wince, but he's just kind of. He's in his own mind, being like,
Mhm.
okay, it's not a, it's
Okay.
a metallic dragon. It's a metallic dragon.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Rin doesn't like dragons. Haha.
Do any of you attempt to answer the question?
I'm thinking.
While this question is posed, Oglarak has once again put his head in his hand and just murmuring something to himself.
Alright, Your Highness, is this part of the process of the dragon
Sahish
being
likes to
awakened?
tell jokes.
Oh, I want to know. If that's permissible.
Because
Why
of
can you
all
never
the
starve in the
sandwiches there. The
Okay, that was-
sandwich is.
I
Crystal
get
will be
it.
like,
I
Crystal will
get
be like a polite laugh, like, yeah. Oh
There's
yes.
a small bead
Nailed
of sweat forming on Rin's brow.
As I was saying, I have my hands full with both Sahish and a nation on my plate. I will not stop you from leaving with the egg, but if you find that raising a wormling is beyond your capability, return here and have no shame in it. It can be a monumental task. He looks to Sahish as he says that. But are you capable of protecting this hatchling until it can protect itself? Is she, points to Unthraki, capable of ushering it towards morality rather than leaving it to fall to its own whims?
Can I roll an insight check on Unthraki to see if?
I
Oh.
don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't think it really would.
This whole time, Tristan's actually going to be thinking of like,
Oh,
oh no, thinking of jokes.
okay. Oh no, Esther, why?
No.
I hope she's not like.
I imagine it's a wife. I
Okay,
think.
I'm just hoping she didn't leave on purpose.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be the case.
Okay. Hey, she's back. Did you leave to scream? Hello, Esther?
Oh.
Edda!
Hello.
Esther?
Hello.
Esther?
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
Hello.
I laughed at the joke,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like
Oh,
again, and I couldn't hear anything after that.
Oglarak was saying, asking if you all were capable of protecting this hatchling until it can protect itself, and if you, in particular, are capable of ushering it towards morality rather than leaving it to fall to its own whims. I will pose a question for you. Who do you count as your worst enemy, the one you hate most in this world? More than one question, actually.
That's just to Unthraki, right?
Yes.
Who do I count as my worst enemy?
Mm-hmm. The one you hate most.
You say Tristal.
No. She's gonna actually
What
like her
power
face
is it?
grows. Like normally when she's walking around, she's normally smiling a bunch or like wide-eyed at the world, just like, wow, this is so cool, all these things, but her face is gonna fall into a more serious expression, and she's gonna kind of tighten her grip on the dragon egg and go, and look up like, my past self. The person I don't want to be anymore.
Well, then I will forego one of my other questions, but what is the value of your life?
The value of my life.
That is the question.
Forgive me if if I answer the question with another question, but is this in regard to how worthy I think I am of living?
I don't believe I will allow you to answer the question with a question in this case.
What do I think the value of my life is? I personally don't really think about myself a whole lot. If I'm being honest, I'm kind of, I don't want to think about myself a lot. I want to think of others and how I can become a person uh, worthy in their eyes of living in their life.
To Esther directly, are you being honest in your answer?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Okay. Then make a persuasion check for me, please. With advantage.
Oh, this sucks. This is scary. um, it is. Well, the first roll that I got was a 3.
Ooh,
The second roll I got is a 13 plus 7, so non-natural 20.
dirty 20. All right.
Oh, right, it's a dirty 20,
Yeah.
not.
Bring it forward. Well, perhaps we ought to bring a skilled painter in to capture this. Never mind, that will take too long. Forward, please. You have answered well.
She's gonna. She's visibly shaking, and then kind of like putting a smile back on her face, and like, okay, and then walk up because like she doesn't like, I guess, being very serious. She's more of like, oh, if I want what I want, then I'll get it, and then everything's gonna work out fine. It doesn't really like thinking about a bunch of serious stuff, which is why the whole thing with Crystal's family, she didn't react very seriously to that. Anyway, gonna step forward, kind of hoist the egg up in her arms.
All right. He's going to place a palm on its surface.
Drugara naktag kasul. Marorak zanratav.
And as he says that, the surface of the egg immediately darkens from its coppery orange color that it had been to a full black. And he
Unthraki is going
takes
to
his
look
hand off.
completely scared. Like, oh, is it?
You were correct. This is no kind of dragon that I have known before.
Is it okay? Is it?
It is awakened. When the egg hatches, which should be likely in the next 3 weeks, perhaps very soon, it will likely be violent. Not the wormling, the hatching process itself. For example, a green dragon's egg releases poisonous fumes when it breaks. A silver dragon's egg freezes its surroundings. Since this is not of a familiar variety, I cannot guess what may occur. The safest option would be to allow it to hatch inside the bag of holding you carry, yet I will not advise this. The beginning of this dragon's life may shape its view of the world. It could be harmful for it to enter life in a lonely pocket dimension. You all look accustomed to taking a hit without breaking. I would advise you to endure whatever the hatching of this egg entails. At any rate, simply retaining a short distance away should be sufficient protection, but again, we are dealing with an unknown.
Unthraki's she's gonna be listening, but her eyes have not left the surface of the egg, and she's kind of like holding it a bit more gingerly, like. So, it is alive.
More than ever. You have quite a number of magical tools at your disposal. What are you? Mercenaries? Dungeon raiders?
She's gonna look over her shoulder at Rin and Tristal. Hey guys, what are we? What are we? Silverline! Rah! Anyway, we're just
Did she do that?
no. If she did do that, it would be, what are we? Silverline! Rah! Be British. I didn't know the Dragon King was capable of that nonsense. Anyway, what are we guys? Are we travelers, explorers, people who just want to go around and do stuff? Are we friends?
At the very simplest, I would say we're adventurers. I more lean to history. Tristal, I don't know what all
Oh
you do.
wow, wow.
Your hobbies
Just-
are eccentric.
We're just people that want to keep our family safe and know where we came from, and prevent a war if we can.
A war?
To have, Unthraki is going to be like, and to have a bring.
A what?
What?
Bring fun.
Fun? Oh.
Oh, I heard, and to have a ring. I was like,
What? I mean, no, that's
I have
Rin.
the ceremony
Rin later
spell. I
on.
can help you with that. Who are you
Cupid
thinking?
Rin. Cupid Rin. Wait, guys, Valentine's Day coming up.
Oh no.
no, we're not doing a Valentine's one shot. No.
No, it's gonna be a one shot of Rin going around. It's like we could even do like the one shot for the Fae, the Night of Fae.
Oh yeah,
Where
it
it's
could
like
be. Hang on, hear me. It could be Rin going
No,
around.
guys, this is not part
This
of
is
the
for
session. Come on, we have 3 minutes.
afterwards,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Anyway,
Well, if
Unthraki is gonna look back and like,
you
Yeah.
adventurers are looking for work, I could use the assistance of people with your skills. I'm always looking for ways to improve my country, and one of its biggest eyesores is the old red tomb that wretched lich. The word lich reverberates in the room.
Ooh.
Nazur used to operate out of. I'd love to negotiate a fair price for you to clear it of traps and whatever undead may still linger there. Any valuables you come across will be yours to keep, unless they are of significant cultural value to Brunduk. No need to decide
Oh.
at the moment. Give it thought.
Sure, we'll take it. Just kidding.
What's
Uh,
another side quest, you know?
I'm assuming we've all come up and like started looking at the egg, or Unthaki's back near
I
us or
mean,
something.
it's
or...
large
I'm
and very visible. You can all see it
Unthraki
turned
would have
black.
kind of backed away and like holding it, and it is by Tristan and Rin.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I believe we will take up on that offer as a form of, in a sense, doing a favor for a favor.
That seems fair and honorable to me. I will provide you with a map of the country so that you may locate the Red Tomb. You,
Thank you.
he's looking at Rin.
an elvish Asimar. I had begun to believe your blood was no longer with us. The last I saw of your kind was before the Havoc, when I first became King of Brunduk, an ambassador from Avaroth, if memory serves. Human-descended Asimar I've seen more recently. They visit from Morgura from time to time. Which reminds me, I need to get around to seeing the new world at some point. I don't suppose any of you three have been?
No.
No,
No.
we're busy.
A pity. Is there anything else while you are here? Or is this audience concluded?
Unthraki's gonna kind of raise her hand awkwardly. Is his daughter still there, or whatever?
Sahish is still sitting there,
He's like
glancing at
can't
the
before.
blue on Uglarak's pinky every once in a while, and just kind of.
I don't suppose we could be graced with another joke.
She's going to panic for a second because I wrote those down, but I didn't have them written down there. So, aha. She thinks for a second. Where do pirates get their hooks? Second-hand
Unthraki's gonna look at
stores.
It's genuine. I'll laugh and then be like, "All right, I have one for you."
Ooh.
I can't take credit for this, but what is a dragon's favorite snack?
The first thing that pops into Rin's mind is going to be Asuma.
Oh wow!
I give up. What is it?
Firecrackers.
Well, not all dragons breathe fire. Enough of this. This is not turning into a joke trading session. Sahish, you can leave with them if you can escort them to the door and trade jokes that way, not in here.
Before we go, I do want to look up and ask, is it normal for the egg to turn black?
No, that is why I believe when you say it is not of a known kind, because no dragon egg typically changes color upon being awoken. I forget, Unthraki, did you put the egg in the bag already, or are you still holding it?
No, I'm still holding it.
Okay. At this point, there's like a faint red glow starting to be visible in the like cracks between the like egg scales, just pulsing very slowly.
Ooh. Oh, it's
So no, this is unusual.
You don't think it could be chromatic dragon, do you?
No, I do not believe so.
He'll nod. That's all he wants to know. Unless he
wait,
else
chromatic
thinks,
dragon.
no.
Is that the
I
one
should
that
hope I
destroyed
would
his
be
home?
able to ascertain that much.
How old is he, Dan?
Oh, nice.
You said like Havoc time is like 500 years ago, right?
You can ask him.
Oh, but that's rude to ask an old person's age. Dragon.
He's bald, not old.
Oh, he's bald, right. He's gotta be full of wisdom if he's bald. Brain has no capacity to keep his hair in place. All the follicles are being filled up with wisdom. Anyway,
You could
Um,
you could ask Sahish as you're walking with her.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to. Looks like you're going to do that. Like, wait, how old is your dad?
He's not my dad per se. He awakened me, but he wasn't involved with me actually being an egg. But he's over 800.
Sorry, the way you said that, Liam, that was good.
Okay.
I have to go, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
One
See
last
ya.
thing, as you're leaving, there is a very loud roar followed by Sahish, and she just grins. He found another paint bucket.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
And we will leave the session there.
He's so my
Oh, that's
favorite.
great.
Oh.
Yeah, she starts explaining how she likes to booby trap the rooms.
Okay, bye, Debbie.
Bye,
Thank
Debbie.
you for joining.
Guys, bye.